What's happening? This is Brian Fair from Shadows Fall, Death Ray Vision, Downpour, Whispers of a False God, probably someone else I'm forgetting, and you're checking out Damnation Magazine.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first video interview and the second ever interview for Damnation Magazine. And we're here with Brian Fair from, okay, let's see, Shadows Fall, Death Ray Vision, Overcast, and most recently, Downpour.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of them, although I just started like a solo black metal project called Whispers of a False God, too, so we're just adding to the list.
Yeah, excellent. I didn't have a name for that yet.
Yeah, I just kind of came up with it in the last week, so.
Okay.
It'll change in a month.
So let's go ahead and talk about that. Anyone that follows you on Twitter knows that you've been working on some projects, and you've announced that black metal project and most recently Downpour. How do these two new projects compare to Shadows Fall, Overcast, and Death Ray Vision?
Well, they're definitely still in the heavy realm, but like Downpour has got much more of a, I don't know, like kind of grooved out Pantera, Life of Agony sort of vibe, but there's also a lot of weirdness. There's a lot of discordant, like kind of noisy stuff, kind of like a little bit of Neurosis vibe to some of it that's just real heavy and tribal. And vocally, I'm trying to vary things up from, like, you know, Shadows Fall gives me a lot of room to play with, like with heavy and melodic vocals, but with Downpour, I'm trying to bring in some just real trippier elements and some, like, you know, just kind of more like it brings some ambient kind of melodic stuff to the over the super heavy primal stuff, you know. The Whispers of a False God project's different than anything I've ever done. Like, it all started from just this awful guitar tone I had while I was just jamming one day, and wrote like 2 songs kind of real quick, and got out the keyboard drums and the whole old, like, you know, early '90s black metal demo sound to it. And
nice.
But what's cool about that is kind of doing everything myself right now. But I'll probably get Colin Conway from Death Ray to play drums if I ever really record it. And it's just this idea of like this sect of like demons that exist in the army of hell that are only used to like get people to kill in the name of God, you know, like convince you to kill in the name of God.
Wow.
And there's all these each song's a different scenario, where one's like a guy who just a serial killer who goes insane by being told to, you know, do the Hail Mary for confession, you know, over and over again, and it drives him nuts. And another one's a knight from the Crusades, and it's just, you know, kind of an idea like, you know, Satan tricks you to kill in the name of God because anytime you kill, you broke the commandment anyway, so you're going right to hell. So he's just building his army. So it was just this weird kind of, you know, horror movie vibe I had, and so far there's 6 songs, and we'll see where it goes.
How did these projects come to be? It sounds like you were just jamming for the black metal project.
Yeah, I was just playing. Actually, I was jamming to work on some Downpour stuff. I don't play guitar in Downpour, but I was just messing around with some riffs, and it just kind of spawned. And then next thing I knew, I had like, you know, 6 songs. And I was like, all right, I'm actually going to do something with this. And it's really like kind of that sloppy old style like black metal, not like symphonic like Dimmu Borgir or anything like that. More like Dark Funeral or like old Bathory and stuff like that. Just really like raw, like, and my talent level keeps it that way. So like guitar wise, so there will be no like insane complex stuff.
All right.
So yeah, but it's fun. So.
And since we're talking about the black metal project, I have to ask this. I remember hearing a while ago that Matt Hafey from Trivium was also working on some kind of black metal project. Any maybe collaboration that is under wraps at the moment?
His level is he was probably writing these crazy, complex, like classical, like black metal symphonic stuff. So like, yeah, I can't hang with that. So, I'm just not like guitar-wise, like nah. But it would be cool to work with him. I've known Matt for a long, long time. But no, this is the only. I'll probably work with Colin from Death Ray just because like he's a multi-instrumentalist as well. He can play guitar and drums, and he actually even has a pretty brutal, like kind of that high, like witch cackle scream.
Nice.
So mixing some of that. But yeah, no secret collaborations at this point.
Okay. I had to be a conspiracy theorist for a second.
Yeah.
So, first of all, who else is in Downpour?
Downpour is on drums is Derek Kurzweil, who plays in Kingdom of Sorrow on all their records. He also recorded a bunch of the last Unearthed, not the most recent one, but he was in
The March?
Yeah, he was in Unearthed for a while, toured with them for a few years. He actually was in Shadows Fall from right before we got Jason. He helped us kind of bridge the gap between when the Knife left and when we got Jason. Derek did a couple of tours with us in Japan and a few festivals, and he actually helped us write The Art of Balance as a drummer. Like, me and him were actually playing drums when we were writing all that stuff before Jason joined. So I've known Derek forever. The guitar player is this guy Matt LeBreton, who he's in a band called Frozen, but he's also done a few other things, just kind of small stuff around Massachusetts. But he's a sick guitar player, very from that Dimebag school. Just huge riffs, but can rip crazy solos too. But they're real tasteful. And then the bass player is this dude Pete, plays in an awesome kind of Caius-y band called Birch Hill Dam, and this other band Sorrow Seed. It's kind of more thrash metal. And just great musicians from Mass I've known for a long time. They actually had been writing this music, I think, for over the last 2.5, 3 years, and had actually talked to a few vocalists. Things didn't really work out. I know they actually even sent some stuff to Anders from In Flames for a little bit, and just kind of weren't finding something that fell into place. And Derek knew I was taking some downtime when I was having the baby to just where I wasn't going to be on the road, so he sent me some tunes, and I was blown away and just hoped I could find the time. And because Shadows Fall was out the road, I was actually able to kind of focus on it for a while, and just got really into it, and we jammed once as a full band and recorded that demo tune that we put on the teaser site that night. Okay. So it was like there's a ton of energy in the room. My voice was even kind of shot from jamming for like 4 hours. We were like, we want to just capture this, and it came out sick, and we just started the new record. Derek finished all the drums in one night instead of 4 days we scheduled. So he did a bunch of extra takes and did all kinds of crazy, weird percussion overdubs we'll probably never use, just since we had time. So it's starting to move forward.